Hey everyone, it's Carissa Wiley at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am sharing a second card featuring these brand new nested stars from Pinkfresh Studio. These include hot foil plates as well as coordinating dies, and I am going to mix them up and use them along with the previously released shaker stars from Pinkfresh Studio, which is going to add a fun stitched element to these shaker windows that I'm creating, or the shaker frames. So I'm going to start with the two larger of the nested stars, and I am going to use the Spellbinders Prism hot foil to hot foil these onto some Hammermill cardstock. So I'm just kind of positioning my foil and my foil plates here. I'm going to hold them in place with a small piece of low tack tape, and then I am going to position them onto my Gemini FoilPress platform. Now I'm only using a small piece of tape, and I thought these might kind of flop all over if I tried to turn it upside down. So I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to remove the platform from the base, and I'm going to flip the platform over onto the cardstock that I have prepared with the foil and the plates. And then I will flip that entire thing over so that my little hot foil plates don't go like flying everywhere. You know, sometimes you just got to make things work. And then I can re-engage the platform onto the base, set my timer for 1 minute, and once that timer has completed, and by the way, the FoilPress makes an audible noise when the timer completes, I can remove the platform from the base and run that through my Gemini Junior. And then I have these beautifully FoilPress stars on this Hammermill cardstock. If these stars don't scream party, I don't know what does. With that holographic foil, I think it is just so much fun. Now, I discovered that these previously released Pinkfresh Studio shaker star dies that have the little stitching, they work perfectly with these two larger nested star hot foil plates that were just released this month. And so I decided to use those shaker star dies to die cut the center portion of these stars. And that's going to leave me with a star window that has a little stitching around the inner portion of this. Now I want to use these as kind of freestanding frames or shaker windows. So once I've die cut this center portion using the shaker stars, I'm going to use the coordinating nested star dies to die cut the outer portion of these stars. Now keep in mind, I still have these solid star die cut shapes with the stitching on them I can use on another project. And then I'll die cut these foiled stars into frames using the nested stars coordinating die set. So in the coordinating die set, there are stars that cut out both the outer edge of these hot foiled stars as well as the inner edge. So you can either use them as windows, or you can use them as frames like I'm doing here, or you could just use them as solid shapes as well. So now that I have those lined up and taped into place, I'm going to run them through my Gemini Junior, and you're going to see I have these gorgeous hot foil star frames, and there's that adorable stitching on the inside of this frame, which just adds a fun little detail to this card. Now I repeated that process for the smaller of these two stars. So I have two of the smaller stars and one of the larger stars. And I've also used the largest star die to die cut a solid white star. And I'm going to use that largest star again to die cut some acetate to create my shaker window. Now I'm using the Essentials by Ellen clear window plastic here, and I find this die cuts best if you add a metal shim, but this plastic is fabulous for shaker cards. Now I'm going to flip my frame over and add some liquid adhesive to the back of this frame, and then I'm going to add the acetate star on the back of it so that this is going to kind of build up my shaker window here. Now, I thought I would mention that I used these same nested stars, hot foil plates, and coordinating dies in a video that I shared on my YouTube channel yesterday. So if you missed that, you'll want to make sure you check it out. I created a receding window card that is so much fun. So now that I have my acetate on the back of my foiled star frame, I'm going to add a layer of foam adhesive around the back of this frame. I'm just using small strips and making sure that all the strips touch each other when I go around the border of this star. And then I die cut the Radiating Background 2 cover plate from Pinkfresh Studio from some old Hero Arts cardstock that I have that was a part of their layering cardstock, and I'm attaching it to my card front using some tape runner adhesive. Now I'm also going to take and attach this sentiment that I created using some holographic cardstock and the Pinkfresh Studio Classic Words die set, and I'm going to attach that to the front of my shaker window. I added my sequins inside of that foam adhesive and then added this solid white die cut star on the back to create the shaker element for my card. So this is kind of a freestanding shaker element, and keep in mind you can use something like this on a gift tag or something like that. It doesn't just have to go on a card front. So I'm going to take these 3 stars with my shaker window in the center, and I am going to attach the other 2 stars kind of coming out of the upper left and lower right areas of the star using some liquid glue. This is just going to make a single piece for me to work with rather than trying to work with 3 separate elements. And I'm going to add some foam adhesive to the back of this entire thing. And then I can take that and add it to my card front. And I think this by itself is so much fun. Think about adding something like this element here to a gift bag as well. I think that would just make for such a fun gift topper and something so unexpected. Now I used this congrats sentiment because I thought it would be perfect for a graduation since graduation season is coming up. And those sequins that I used inside of that shaker window are actually a mix from Catherine Pooler Designs, and I thought they looked gorgeous with that kind of sea glass colored cardstock that I used for the background. So there you have it, a really fun shaker card featuring these nested stars from Pinkfresh Studio that were just released in the April 2022 release. I hope you enjoyed this card project. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking for something in particular, I have all of the featured products used in this project in the description at YouTube, or you can head on over to my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Over there, I'll have a complete list of supplies as well as additional still shots, and I will have some information on an Instagram hop that we are having today to celebrate this fantastic new release from Pinkfresh Studio. As always, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications here on my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my paper crafting and card making video tutorials. And if you loved this video, I would love it if you would share it with a friend. Thanks again, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.